So today, this one's going to be simply a channeled message here. The situation is really an answer to a query. What was their emotion expressed and or experienced, okay, because of you, by them, all right? Whether you were a catalyst type of energy in person, a muse of sorts, remotely somehow, okay? So take how this resonates for you. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. Not every message is going to have, all aspects of you and or your person in it. Makes sense. It's a ever-growing collective and a wonderful family. So you know what? I don't mind actually if and when I do find instances on the channel and through the channeling even where we're experiencing the receipts, the evidence, okay, the tangibility, if you will, of things perhaps that have yet to come that are on the winning side of things, on the winning side of life, as well as love. All right. So thank you for those that share in that sentiment. And, the way that we celebrate others' wins shouldn't really be much different than any kind of wins that we celebrate of our own. Makes sense. We're all connected. All right. And I love you guys so much. So thank you for literally being the best collective that anyone can ask for. I truthfully, wholeheartedly mean that for each and every one of you. Whether we met in person at all ever, whether you're an A1 day one, ride or die or not, all right, means no matter. What matters to me is you, the fact that you exist, and the fact that you haven't given up. I love that about you, and I love that about us. And I just want to lastly share, I couldn't make this up if I wanted to. I get it that this is not actually on video, but I promise I would never make this up. I looked down while I was expressing the sentiment of my love for you, the collective, each and every member, and I saw I almost said the words. I saw the number 143, which for those that don't know, that's literally universal angelic realm code as well for I love you. Okay, so 222 on the timer as I just look down to say that and get all that out. All is well for us. We truthfully, truly are too blessed to be robbed of our birthright. All right, and for those that are saying, what the heck, what's a birthright? To dumb down the birthright, here it goes. All right, peace. All right, you don't have to have your peace robbed of you. Okay, so please, I need you to think long and hard about it the next time, because there's always a next time someone asks you to relinquish that, okay? Or something, or world events, or a locational disaster, okay? And I don't say that lightly, and I don't mean to make it seem like it's just a quick click of the heels, right? I get it. But at the same time, we're talking about it, and the message stands, and the guidance is good, okay? If you can just even baby step yourself through that, all right, you're going to come out on the other side of the energies you've been facing anyhow, right? With a lot more strength, dare I say a lot more courage, in believing in your own capabilities. And that's what I want for you guys, okay? 333 just hit that timer, could not make it up, okay? Wow. But I digress. Let's get into the message for you today here, for those that it will resonate for, okay? And as you can see in the video here, the overarching energy regarding this emotionality, regarding this person's perception of you, your existence, and theirs, whether you coexist or not, just the last time you saw this person, the person on your mind, and that was empathy. All right. Empathy, oh my God. Empathy is pretty self-explanatory, right? But yet we do have many opportunities that could carry many differences, all right, with which to be empathetic, all right? One moment here. So I'm just getting, after a brief moment of meditation, that your person, whether guy or girl, what have you here, right? They get you in some form or measure. All right. Now this could still even be like an ex. You could be, maybe even like soulmates, counterparts in separation type of thing, right? Because energy don't lie, people do, you know what I mean? And some people even lie about their own energy to themselves, right? And so there's like all these extra variables. It's almost kind of like my guides are giving me the example of like this beautiful painting. And let's say it's even like oil based painting, right? It's like, oh my gosh. And you know what, I'm not trying to poo poo on those that work with oil paints, okay? It's just that, especially those that work with oil paints, y'all know what I'm about to say, right? It can get a little messy, and it takes patience and skill, right? You're never really just gonna like bang out like an entire oil painting within like minutes usually, because of the way you have to work with that medium, so it's not the same, just like acrylic paint is not the same as watercolor, you know what I mean? For those that hopefully do know and get this reference, whether you're actually like an artist or not, we've all had certain classes that we've had to, make grades in, I'm sure, to some degree. Okay, so hopefully you get the reference. Like for instance, a crayon is not the same as a colored pencil type of medium, different contents lead to different textures, as well as perhaps different after effects. And going back to the oil-based painting, usually you're not going to get that to really dry. Like, it's not going to be, this ain't like Sally Hansen, like, oh, rapid insta dry type of stuff.com. No. And so just imagine, you're like, okay, no, I've done the steps. I have applied the proper pressure and skill to this beautiful canvas. And all it needs to do is just be, undisturbed for a minute until I can get it hung at such and such gallery, right? And all of a sudden you look and you go, oh no, let's say a vent in the wall or ceiling area nearby just opens up or falls down or falls off. God forbid. It's just an example, right? This didn't really happen, hopefully. Hopefully this is nobody's story, just saying. And next thing you know, along with the, piece of metal or shrapnel, to some degree falling down, you've got clumps of dust and dirt and hair, perhaps, right? Environmental hazards, who knows, okay? And it's going to hit that freaking canvas after you had this beautiful situation. Everything was set in place. You did your part. The skill was there, right? And there's nothing more you could have done. It's giving that kind of example regarding the potentiality of most of your histories here, because it's still a general collective message, okay? With this person, these people, okay? It's like, it's almost like, I forget the girl's name. It's like, look at what we made. I think her name is like Mariah. Oh, wait, hold on, let me look it up. Okay, yeah, it's called To You by Mariah the Scientist. And it's like, look at what we made. Sure was beautiful. Right? And so it's giving, like, for many of you, this could be right person, extremely wrong timeline. This is also giving, like, in that one Neo Matrix movie where Trinity was like married and Neo went into the Matrix to be like, Trinity, I know you're married, but like I can't remember if she actually knew her name was Trinity in that one or not. But yeah, that's crazy, right? So anyway, let me get out of that energy before I got sidetracked with Keanu. Forgive me. I'm like, ooh, that's nice imagery. But anyhow, moving along, back to the message at hand. Somebody's name could be Barry here. There could be some significance to Mercury energy. All right. But also, there could be some significance to Freddie Mercury as well. Anywho, empathy. This person, connected to a part of you that is familiar to them, all right? Could be inner child, could be hardships and happenstance, all right? Some of you had a conversation with this person to update them, and they were like, wow, amazingly horrific that you now know what it's like to be me, kind of thing, right? And not in the sense of like, haha, good on ya, or not in the sense that they were just celebrating in the respect of they're so damn miserable, they love the fact that somebody else is, you know, and they love company. Not that, okay? It's more like more like sullen than that, right? That's like, I wouldn't even wish some of that stuff on my worst enemy. So like, I damn sure don't want to hear you have to report that. Do you know what I mean? Like, how many times, you know, maybe it's just me, but how many times have you heard somebody say, I understand, and you literally, like, in all of your authenticity, not even just trying to be dramatic, retorted back something to the effect of, I'm sorry to hear that, right? Like, you've just gone through so much that, God forbid, literally, somebody else have to come to you and be like, oh my gosh, me too. Like, that happened to me too. You know what I mean? Who in their right mind is going to put a smile on their face and be like, yay, it's not just me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't that type of time. This is not demon time. All right, that this person was on. This is empathy. Empathy at its finest, yes, but it's also bittersweet because I feel like it's empathy that this person probably couldn't actually, chills on this, get into the performance of, or the experience of, without having the separation, or quite sadly, without having your, you know, updated perspective of what it's like to walk in their shoes. You know, sometimes it does take people to really, like, even get a glimpse that, hey, this person might actually get me and understand where I'm coming from before they even pay attention all the way to another person. Whether they intentionally, you know, intend to pay attention versus not, or not. Hopefully that makes sense. That was a mouthful. Like, I'll give you that. Somebody's name could be Laura. Somebody's name could be Malachi, or Asia could be a continent of some significance, or country, excuse me, some significance, as well as Africa, which could also be somebody's name. I'm also getting the initials KS. Got Silas. Got the name Kevin. There could be more than one Kevin here, because, man, it came out twice. Oh my god, it just came out 3 times. How many Kevins are there learning the same karmic lessons? Could be a lot. Hopefully, right? Anywho, Harper could be another name of some significance, all right? But, yeah, this person, you know, I need you to know, it wasn't a situation where they pitied you. It's almost like they respected you while becoming saddened that, you know, I mean, you certain things that you go through, you just in your right mind just don't wish, you just know karmically even not to even try to wish some of that on another, because why would you set yourself up for failure? You know what I mean? Like, once you know those karmic laws and principles, and how, and you like cross-reference it with how much we are, you know, beholden to them in this life, you just know better. You just know, you know. And then when you it's funny because, like, as you make these changes, people come back around or see you again, you know, and they're expecting you to just be on that type of time, perhaps, for those that, you know, maybe you used to be, right? It's so funny because it's like you almost want to tell them shut up like, once you hear them talking smack, because it's like you're literally witnessing, you know, if a group of people are, you know, God forbid, right? And I do not stand for this. This is just the example given to me. If a group of people are bullying another person, right? And you see that, you know what you're looking at. You know you are looking at basically aspects of divinity being disrespected. And so you just know, okay, no, what I'm not going to do with my aspect of divinity is join in on the wrong side of the equation here, right? And just proceed to co-bully. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you trace your energy back to the all in all, right? The light, the creator, all right? You know how powerful your own energies, as well as the intention behind those energies and efforts are. All right. So I don't know why I'm going down that rabbit hole so like succinctly, but maybe some cross-watcher out there needs to know the business. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people need to actually stay in that empathetic state, okay? So that a lot less people are disrespected out there, and to be clear, needlessly even, right? It's one thing if somebody asks for a karmic repercussion, but please don't be that one, right? Just looking for a fight, just looking for a victim. That's horrible, you know? And I feel like many of us here, you know, if you're subscribed to this channel, you're not on that type of time. You just know exactly how it is to overcome that type of time, right? Maybe that's why we're talking about it. And for those that maybe do wonder, you know, are you the only one that's experienced things like that? You're not alone, babe. You're not alone. You're so not alone. Okay. And so take whatever solace that does give you. You know what I mean? That's why the channel was created anyhow, for us to know we're not alone. You know, it's like if people are calling you weird or sensitive, you're not alone, right? If people make reference to you being in La La Land or Delulu, you're not alone. All right. And again, take whatever solace you can in that. Okay. And lastly, beware of anyone actually trying to force you into another cycle here, okay? There's something coming through about, you know, it's great that this person finally reached empathetic level, right? Does not have to equate to automatic access. Does not have to equate to another karmic cycle with this person, right? Spiritual lessons often need only be learned the once, okay? It's up to you whether or not you want to go back into the track and run around and around again. I'd advise against it though, because if you're part of this collective, you found this channel irregardless of the how, okay? You've got great things up ahead, all right? Imagine everything ahead of you. And, you know, definitely have a long thought out meditation, all right, before you just go handing over access willy-nilly, all right? Some people, you know, their energy, their karma, their intentions, if given access to your energy, can really throw you for a loop. And again, have you not already gone through enough karmic loops, karmic cycles, right? The choice is yours. Love and light.